allowing yourself to come back to yourself in this moment, this breath. Releasing any tension through shoulders, neck, jaw, the tiny intrinsic muscles around your face. Feeling your breath dropping you deeper and deeper and deeper into this moment, this inhale, this exhale. Everything that has brought you to this moment, it is yours to catalyze, it is yours to transmute. It does not hold power over you unless you allow it to. You get to choose, you get to come into full sovereign remembrance of everything that you are, everything you are always going to remember and become. This breath, this inhale, this exhale are your portals down, down, down into the quagmiric revelation of you, back unto you. Everything they told you you were, everything they told you you were not, let it be fuel for this fire, this rebirth of everything. Everything you have claimed, everything you have sought, everything that has howled your name in the night. Use it all. It does not get to use you anymore. You say you are the center of it all. You are God being made manifest in this moment for this moment. Breathe. Breathe. Your spine will show you the way. Your hips will show you the way. Pussy Oracle will show you the way. Allow it all to be the tuning fork of God, quantum, creator, consciousness. Everything that is, and it is as you. Feel yourself opening arms and thighs, free falling back into everything that is here for you. Everything that is desiring to be alive for you. Breathe. Breathe. Every roadblock, every obstacle, every time it felt like you were buried beneath the crossroads of what was and what will be, this is the reclamation. This is where you get to say what it was all for and what it is all for in the now. No more waiting, no more hesitating, no more thinking everything you desire is going to take from you, no more believing that God is going to bury you under the weight of your dreams. It is yours. You are yours. You have always been yours. Everything you are, everything you've been, everything you know beyond knowing that you are being called to become, to embody, to invoke in this moment, it is yours. You do not belong to the manifestations of your mind. You do not belong to the manifestations of a society that attempts to oppress and repress you. You are yours. They get to fall in line with what you say this moment now gets to be for. You get to draw your line in the sand, the cosmic sand of everything, 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 everything that you know this life gets to be about for you. Notice your body, the messages, the stories, the liberation your body is offering you in this moment, the wiggles, the shimmies, the shakes, the nooks and crannies, the crunchiness, the free-flowingness, everything, all of it, everything, all of it is here for you. Let it be for you. Let this moment be for you. Let this life be for you. Let yourself be for you. Not in the individualistic sense where it is you against the world, but it is you as the world and the world as you. This is the return to the collective. This is the return to the thread. This is the return to the hoop. This is the return to the web. This is the return to God being born and reborn, dying, being made manifest, creation, being creation, the unchanging being the unchanging as you. It is all as you. You are not your thoughts. You are not what they tried to make of you. You are that which is. You have always been that which is. If you have forgotten, you get to breathe that life and remembrance back into yourself. Here, now, this breath, this moment, this you gets to be that which is, gets to be the remembrance and the evocation, the aliveness of life itself as you. Breathe. Just breathe. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is that you are being called into. This next evolution of soul, of God, of spirit, of source, of creator, great mystery, you know what it is. I don't mean on a thinking mind. I don't mean this mental masturbation and mastication of traumas and dramas throughout your system. I mean you, the unchanging, the God of you. You know what's now and what's next. You have felt the thrumming in your bones. You know. This is the invitation to your yes. that you get to rest in that yes. Everything you think it's going to require, every consequence that you have been encoded to believe to be inevitable, this is where you get to flip that shit on its head and come back into the inevitability of God as you. This is where you get to remember. This is where you get to return. This is where you get to become your own yes. This is where your mind and your thoughts simply become fuel, simply become a little ambiance. They become nothing more than what you say they are. They become nothing more than what you say they are. Everything that is for you gets to be yours. And it gets to be yours in the instantaneous now. This does not mean that everything you desire has to happen in the next 5 seconds. That's colonization fucking with you. That's time fucking with you. The constructs fucking with you. I mean, it gets to be now in your energetic body. I mean, it gets to be now in consciousness. I mean, it gets to be now in the quantum realm. I mean, it gets to be now as God being alive within you, coming back to full life as you. And so your next step, and the one after that, and the one after that, your come from now is shifted. Claim it, say it, own it. Your come from is now shifted. My come from has now shifted back to that which is. It is done. There is nothing for me to figure out. There is nothing for me to understand on a mental standpoint. There is nothing that needs to be done. There are no steps that need to be followed. I am not going to get in trouble. I am not going to get in trouble. I am not going to get in trouble. I get to have that which I see inside of me, that which I know inside of me as mine. It is now done. It is now handled. I get to be that which I know that I am. And if I don't see every little step along the way, that's okay, because I came here to experience the unfolding of life as me. I will not give up. I will not back down. I will allow this easefulness throughout my system. I will choose this equanimous beingness of that which is as me. I say yes. I am that yes. I become and remember myself as the yes to my everything, without consequence, without any more denial of what I already know that it is. It is handled. It is done. There is nothing else for me to do. I see it. I feel it. I track it within my body, within the worlds being made manifest, coming alive as me. I allow it. I choose it. I intend it. I direct it. I am now merged with the me who lives it. I now merge with the me for whom, within whom, it is already merged and alive. And I take action from this place, embodied action from this place. I experience myself from this place. I experience life from this place. I choose it. I direct it. I intend it. I embody it. I invoke it in this moment. I invoke the merge in this moment. And everything else, I give it over. I give it over. I hand it over to God. I hand it over to Creator. I hand it over to Source. I resource as Source so that everything I am remembering and becoming, my come from is the merge. My come from is God medicine. I am not trying to figure out myself. I don't need to explain it to myself or anyone else. In fact, how could I? How could I encapsulate that which I am seeing and experiencing and knowing inside in mere words. How could I? And so I let that go. I let that go. I let that go. I let go of the idea that I have to understand it on a mental standpoint, on a physically manifested form standpoint. I let it go. I let that dissolve. Nothing is required of me. Nothing is required of me. Nothing is required of me. It is simply now done. The idea that I have to think my way through is now done. I allow myself to open. I allow myself to free fall. I surrender back into that which is to become as me. To become as me. Yes. Yes, 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 fuck, yes, now. Me now, me now. I invoke the power and medicine of God as me now. I return to the power and medicine of God as me now. I merge with the power and medicine of God as me now, and it is done. It is done. I love you.